Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Solomon. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come in.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by them.
Time to take a shot. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spot.
Fires the pass, intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Using his feet to buy time. Looking for his man in the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push back.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kent State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Going deep, and the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle. It's Averill. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Bears are in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give to the tailback. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
1 yard on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Lowers those pads. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
With jet sweep pass. The expressway is wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
You know, you just went to half and we drew a of all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage, how about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Kent State.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Finds a man on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Penn State, 28. Baylor, 21.
Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kent State 28, Baylor 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a stop.
Accepted by
The pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
brings up third down.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made after the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Solomon. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late, didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1, let's see what you're made of. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the golden flashes, yet enough for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They're testing the right side here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is running away with this one, and they're just itching to ring that victory bell. They're up by 35 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's taking a deep shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort.